5 tips for Paris. Paris has been one of the major cities of Europe since the Middle Ages. It was only in the second half of the 19th century that the city began to flourish in the manner that it is known today. Its population doubled in size to more than 2 million over a 40-year period after 1850, reaching a high of 2,906,500 in 1921, after which people started to leave the city. The suburbs, where a big percentage of the blue-collar work population resides, have seen the greatest increase since then, as dwellings in the city center have been replaced by office buildings. Out of a total of 2 million commuters, around half go daily from outlying districts to the city center and the other half travel daily from downtown Paris to the suburbs, according to official statistics. By both significance and complexity, the economic operations of Paris outweigh those carried out in any other region of France. The city is home to around 65% of the country's bank and company headquarters. A large proportion of the industry in downtown Paris is of the small-scale craft kind, which is based on expertise and is almost always family-owned. Many of these industries produce high-end luxury things such as perfumes, furs, gloves, jewelry, toys, apparel, wooden pieces, and other high-end goods. Others produce low-end luxury items, such as household goods. Tip 1. Eiffel Tower. If you're visiting Paris for the first time, climbing to the top of the Eiffel Tower is a must. Visitors have the option of ascending either the tower lift or the stairwell. Nonetheless, it is crucial to bear in mind that there are 1,665 stairs leading to the summit of the monument before making your final decision on how you will visit it. If you choose to use the stairwell, you will only be able to reach the second story. Although the entry ticket for the stairwell is less expensive, the savings are not significant, and we suggest utilizing the elevator instead. In order to avoid long queues, the optimum time to take in the breathtaking views of Paris should be first thing in the morning or at twilight when the city is brightly illuminated. Tip 2. Louvre Museum. This world-renowned museum, which holds one of the most magnificent art collections in history, is the world's biggest museum by area. The majestic, Baroque-style palace and museum, known in French as Le Musée du Louvre, located along the banks of the Seine River in Paris. It was built in 1793. It is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the city. Antique Egyptian objects may be found in the Louvre's collection as well as ancient Greek and Roman sculptures, paintings by the Old Masters, notable European painters who lived before 1800, crown jewels, and other relics from French aristocratic families. And of course, the wonderful erotic smile from Mona Lisa. The world-famous painting from Leonardo da Vinci. Tip 3. Versailles Palace. Versailles Palace, once the French royal house and government center, and now a national monument, is located in Versailles, France. It is situated in the northern French city of Versailles in the Yvelines department of the Ile de France region, about 10 miles, 16 kilometers, west-southwest of Paris. Versailles, as the administrative center of the French monarchy, was one of the finest theaters of European absolutism. The Sun King Louis XIV turned a former hunting lodge into what we see today, the castle of castles with a huge park unparalleled. If you want to immerse yourself in the pomp of the French kings, you can do so here. The famous Hall of Mirrors, where the peace treaty of the First World War was signed, is also located here. Tip 4. Arc de Triomphe. Paris Arc de Triomphe is a gigantic triumphal arch that serves as one of the world's most well-known memorial monuments. It was built in 1889 as a tribute to the French Revolution. The Arc de Triomphe is an iconic emblem of French national identity, and its construction took more than 3 decades. Every year, the Tour de France cycling race comes to a close at the arch, and the annual military parade commemorating July 14th, which is celebrated as both French National Day and Bastille Day, begins and concludes its trip at the arch. It is located in the heart of the Place Charles de Gaulle, which serves as the western terminal of the Avenue de Champs-Élysées. The Place de la Concorde, which serves as the eastern terminus, is just over 1.2 miles, 2 kilometers, away. Napoleon I commissioned the Triumphal Arch in 1806 after his tremendous victory at the Battle of Austerlitz, 1805, in order to commemorate the military accomplishments of the French army during the Napoleonic Wars. Tip 5. Sacré-Cœur Basilica. The Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Montmartre, also known as the Basilique du Sacré-Cœur in French, is one of the most prominent ecclesiastical structures in the city of Paris. It is located at the summit of Montmartre, a 427-foot tall, 130-meter slope that provides a wonderful perspective of the city. Construction on the church, which was designed by Paul Abadie and finished in 1914, started in 1875 and was completed in 1914. It was dedicated as a basilica 5 years later, on October 16, 1919, marking the beginning of the 20th century. The Basilique du Sacré-Cœur is one of the most visited sites in Paris. But especially in the morning and evening hours, you can experience moments of tranquility here. Sacré-Cœur can be reached on foot via the stairs that lead through the square Willette Park in front of it. Here, as in the entire surrounding Montmartre district with its cafes, street artists, and small stores, there is always a lot of activity, and it is advisable to bring enough time to stroll, look, and enjoy. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell.